Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. So today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the Homeworx Townhouse collection Pumpkin Patch Duo. If you missed it, last weekend I did do a review of the Apple Orchard set. This is called the Townhouse collection and I will be linking it down below in the description box for you. So if you want to know where to find it, check out the description box. So also, if you missed the review of the Apple Orchard set, I will link that in the description box as well. I am loving this set, you guys. I don't know which one I love more, Apple Orchard or Pumpkin Patch, but I need at least 2 more sets of this, and quite honestly, I see myself buying at least potentially actually 3 sets of this. I am currently building my holiday cart. I am still obviously waiting to get my hands on the vanilla collection that is due to come out at some point, hopefully very soon. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this particular set and the Apple Orchard set they're so delicious, you guys, and I am getting a really great burn from both sets. I have burned the Apple Orchard set now. They're to the halfway point and they're performing amazingly well. Each of these candles that I'm going to be talking about today have been burned on 3 separate occasions, so 3 separate burns for 3 hours each. So that is how far I am into the Pumpkin Patch set. I try to, with my reviews, do at least 3 burns before doing a post-burn review. And I just kind of feel like that gives me a pretty good understanding of the performance as well as the throw. If you are curious about complete post-burn reviews, then you just need to stay tuned for my monthly home fragrance empties, because that is where I go through and do a final, complete post-burn review of the candles that I am reviewing on my channel. So anyway, that's how things work around here. I know some people prefer that you don't do any reviews until you are completely done with a candle, but that's not how I like to do things. So you can find final information in those monthly home fragrance empties. All right, that's enough of that. This set sells for $42.48. Again, I'm going to link it down below. There is shipping and handling of $5.50 because QVC is ridiculous with that. It looks like right now there's 2 easy pays of $21.24. I don't ever utilize the easy pay, by the way, you guys. I know a lot of you will tag me on that information, like on Instagram and stuff, but I don't do easy pay. If I can't pay for it outright, then I don't buy it. That's just kind of my own personal shopping philosophy. So I have a budget that I set aside for myself for frivolous things like home fragrance. And once I spend that money, that's it. There is no more money to spend. So let's talk about the berry pumpkin waffles. Out of the 2, I honestly cannot pick which one I like better. But if I had to, if you were giving me like an ultimatum, you gotta pick, I would probably say that the berry pumpkin waffles is my favorite out of the 2. First off, the jars are, of course, gorgeous. I'm gonna take this lid off. These are really, really heavy, you guys, and I did not trim the wicks so that you guys could see how tall the flames are with these. And I have neither one lit today because I want to be able to show you guys this. So the glass is a really pretty kind of fall orange, and obviously you have that hobnail detail here. This is the bottom, and how many ounces of wax are in these? Let's see. 18 ounces, that's right. By the way, the burn time that is listed is 30 to 55 hours. I am finding with most of my 4-wick candles that I'm getting slightly less burn time this year. I was with the 3 wicks probably getting right around 55 hours. Now I would say it's probably closer to 48 to 50. I noticed that there's a little bit of a decrease. It's not significant enough for me to be upset about it, but I do notice a little bit of a reduced burn time with the extra wick. So speaking of wicks, here are your 4 wicks. You can see these are leaning just a little bit, and there is a pretty decent mushroom top. I use a cuticle scissors to cut just that little tiny, I'm not gonna do it today because the last time that I did this in a video, I knocked basically half the wick off, and so I'm not going to touch it. But yeah, so you just cut off that very, very top portion there, and that's it. And they're doing great. I have noticed that towards the end of my TSV special candles, the flames are definitely lower. But for me, it is not affecting the throw or the overall performance at all. I'm still getting a really good strength and throw from those candles, despite the wicks being a little bit shorter towards the end. I know that there are some people that are struggling with the scent throw and the overall strength of their candles. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is all about, because I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to like pan up here. I have really high ceilings in my house. In fact, out here, they are even higher. And I'm not having a problem getting a throw at all. I don't know why that is. I have pretty good airflow in this house, I think, and that might have something to do with it, especially when I put candles out in that hallway on this, here, I'll just show you real quick. On this entry table over there, I have the pine cone holder. When I put a candle there, it scents my entire house, whether it is a Nest 1-wick candle, a Bath & Body Works 3-wick candle, or a Homeworx, or I've even put a Swan Creek soy 1-wick out there, and I can smell it in the upstairs and the downstairs. I think it has to do with airflow. So anyway, berry pumpkin, let's just get into this review. I'm talking so much about random things. Okay, the fragrance notes on this are blueberry, pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla bean. Oh, you guys. This smells so good. And I'm gonna tell you that this smells basically like Captain Crunch berry cereal. I do, when this is burning, get more of that like waffly type note, but on cold sniff and even while burning, it tastes like, and this reminds me of like something that you would find at Voodoo Donuts, but it reminds me of like a waffle covered in like a berry type syrup, and then you sprinkle some like Captain Crunch berry cereal on top, and then you fold it in half and you eat it, and it's amazing. That is what this reminds me of. Oh man, it's so good, you guys. The throw on this one is nuts. I put the throw on this one for me in my house at like an 8. Like, I can smell it all the way upstairs. I have this in my kitchen, so that's where this is living right now. It's living in my kitchen. I can smell it all the way in the upstairs of my house. It smells absolutely fantastic, you guys. And the strength, I mean, it's very solid. Overall, like 8 out of 10 for strength and throw. This is an amazing performer. I want more. I'm gonna order more. I love it. I think it's perfect. I don't know that I would want it to be a 10 out of 10 because it might be too sweet, but the way that this is formulated right now, I really hope Harry brings this back next year, because it is a like A+ in my book on this one. I love it. And these jars, I mean, oh, they're beautiful. I just love the jars. Okay. And I'm really close to the camera right now. So here are the wicks on these guys. You can see that the mushroom top didn't form on this one at all. And this one only a little bit, a lot here, and sort of a little bit on this one. So that being said, the flames are really tall on this as well. I have this one in the hallway on that pine cone pedestal that you guys saw. And this, okay, this one is like 9 out of 10 in terms of throw. I can smell this in my guest bedroom upstairs in the back of the house. This throws like crazy out in this like open hall area that we have here in the open entryway. It scents the entire house. And the strength on this one is actually probably more like I would put this more at like a 7, which seems kind of odd to have like a really good throw, but only a strength of 7. So the reason that I say that is because it's not as like in your face. This one is very in your face when I burn it. This one is a little bit more like there's a beautiful hint of fragrance in the air. And it's actually, it's more than a hint, but it's not like smack you in your face type of like strength. And I like that about this one because it's pretty sweet. And I know that Harry doesn't like comparisons to Bath and Body Works candles, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This reminds me a little bit of Summer Boardwalk from Bath and Body Works. Summer Boardwalk is a fragrance that I really like, but I can only have it lit usually for about maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, and then it starts to get really cloying and overly sweet to me, and I can't do it. It's a tough one. It is one that I probably prefer to melt down and make like individual melts of, and then put like a cube into one of my warmers. Because like I said, I like the scent, but it's a lot. So the notes on this are pumpkin, warm caramel, vanilla bean, and blood orange. Okay. The description on this doesn't really match up with me in terms of what I'm getting. I do get warm caramel, but I don't get pumpkin. I get, it's like an apple note. I don't know why I'm smelling apple. But it's a sweet, juicy apple note with warm caramel. I can get that vanilla bean. The vanilla definitely comes through for sure, but there is no blood orange at all. There is nothing citrus about this to my nose, burning or on cold sniff. If you really like Summer Boardwalk and you are looking for something that is along the same lines, they're not complete dupes of each other, but they're along the same lines. That kind of like fair type smell, you know, when you go to the fair and you get the caramel apples, like that maybe mixed with like that waffle smell that's in the air. Now, I'm not saying you're getting like a waffle note from this, but waffles to me have kind of a hint of like vanilla to them. And that mixing of smells in this is what I get. It's a fair experience. Honestly, like when I smell this, I think I should be going to, I grew up in the Olympia area up in Washington, and we used to go to the Puyallup Fair. And like, this is the type of smell that I would expect from like a caramel apple vendor at the Puyallup Fair, basically. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, this set, you guys, I love it. I love it. I want more. I feel like I can actually burn these year round. I do not view these as like fall specific candles. They certainly can be because they're very like delicious gourmand type scents. However, I don't think that they have to be fall candles. And the reason that I want to get 2 to 3 more sets is because I would love to be able to burn this in the summertime. This would also be a great spring scent as something like warm and delicious. And I love it, you guys. I'm excited to get more of these. By the way, QVC just recently started accepting PayPal, which is amazing for me because I use a PayPal account to put money into to budget my frivolous spending. So that's just kind of a tip for you guys. If you are someone like me who sets aside a certain amount of money, it's kind of nice to do it in a PayPal account because you can see your balance going away and you can make decisions on, do I really want this or not? Do I want to spend this money on something else, or do I want to spend it on 3 more of these delicious pumpkin patch sets from Homeworx? For me, yeah, I'm making room and the budget for these because they're absolutely fantastic. I do also want to get 2 more sets of the apple orchard as well because that one is delicious too. So, all right, I spent so much time talking today. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Again, I purchased these myself. I do get PR from time to time from Homeworx, but even if it's PR, I tell you guys whether I like the scent or not, if I'm having any type of performance issues. I think it's useful for Harry to get feedback on performance issues. I don't think he wants to put out awful candles. That is very counterproductive to a normal business model. So the feedback is good. It allows him to make changes if they're necessary. So constructive feedback is always something that I will provide to, any vendor that sends me anything or, to you guys. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions down below. Links will be in the description box. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today, and I will see you with another exciting video probably later on today. So keep an eye out.